Buddha isn't just a name, it's a profound designation. In the ancient language of Sanskrit, it signifies someone who is fully awake to the reality of existence. But why would a prince surrounded by riches and comfort choose to abandon it all? How does one transition from a royal cradle to spiritual enlightenment? To understand this, let me take you back to a time over 2,500 years ago in a land called Lumbini, which we now know as Nepal. There, a child named Siddhartha Gautam was born into a royal family. As soon as Siddhartha came into the world, his father, the king, sought out a wise seer to unveil the mystery of his son's future. The seer's words echoed with profound significance. Siddhartha's destiny was extraordinary. He could either become a powerful emperor, ruling over vast lands, or evolve into a Buddha, a wise and awakened sage bringing light and wisdom to countless lives. Now, Siddhartha's father, the king, had dreams of his son becoming a great ruler, so he took great care to shield Siddhartha from the harsh realities of life. Picture a palace filled with luxurious comforts, delectable feasts, and the finest companionship. Siddhartha grew up in a bubble of joy and love, sheltered from any hint of hardship or sorrow. The king made sure his son's life was filled with joy and comfort. Siddhartha was kept away from any sadness or difficulties, ensuring his happiness and contentment. But as Siddhartha grew older, despite the lavish surroundings, he yearned to explore beyond the palace walls and understand the world outside. He enlisted his friend and charioteer Channa to accompany him on this journey. During their first excursion, Siddhartha encountered an elderly and feeble individual, a stark contrast to the vibrant youthfulness he was accustomed to. This encounter left a lasting impression on him. The following day, they encountered a person suffering from severe illness, further deepening Siddhartha's awareness of human suffering. On the third day, the sight of a funeral procession carrying a corpse to the pyre confronted him with the inevitability of death. These encounters deeply affected Siddhartha, stirring feelings of empathy and prompting him to ponder the nature of life. On the fourth day, he came across a serene monk meditating peacefully under a tree, offering a glimpse of inner tranquility amidst life's uncertainties. Siddhartha came to a profound realization about the emptiness of a life solely focused on pleasure. If his existence ultimately led to aging, sickness, and death, what was the purpose? Motivated by the serene image of the meditating monk he had encountered, Siddhartha made a life-altering decision. He chose to leave behind the comforts of the palace in pursuit of the ultimate truth of existence. Despite being married to Princess Yashodhara and having a young son named Rahul, Siddhartha embarked on a journey of self-discovery, traveling anonymously. Along the way, he encountered various teachers, including yogis and ascetics, who imparted knowledge about meditation and the spiritual path. However, Siddhartha found that while meditation offered moments of inner peace, it did not provide the ultimate liberation from suffering he sought. Reflecting on this, he realized that even in deep meditation, he remained subject to the inevitable cycle of birth, aging, sickness, and death. This realization fueled his quest for a deeper understanding of existence. Deciding to abandon his previous spiritual pursuits, Siddhartha chose the path of asceticism in his quest for answers. Wondering if physical desires were the root of suffering, he subjected himself to extreme self-denial, consuming very little food and wasting away. After enduring 6 years of severe ascetic practices, Siddhartha came to the realization that this extreme approach did not hold the key to inner peace. Ultimately, he understood that true tranquility could be found through mental discipline. Taking refuge under a ficus tree known as the Bodhi tree, he made a solemn vow to remain seated until he attained enlightenment. Without striving to alter his consciousness or attain a higher state of meditation, he simply existed in the present moment. As he remained in this state of pure presence, his awareness expanded, leading him to profound enlightenment. As Siddhartha neared enlightenment, Mara, the embodiment of obstacles, attempted to thwart his progress. Sending his 4 daughters to disrupt Siddhartha's path, each attempted to provoke him with anger or seduction. Yet Siddhartha remained steadfast, unaffected by Mara's temptations. Like arrows turning into flowers before reaching their target, Mara's attacks fell futile against the sage. It was through these trials that Siddhartha attained full enlightenment and became the Buddha. For the remainder of his life, he dedicated himself to teaching others how to achieve enlightenment. Delivering his first sermon in Sarnath, near Varanasi, he embarked on a journey through villages, gathering disciples along the way. Establishing the original order of Buddhist monks and nuns, many of whom became renowned teachers, Siddhartha passed away in Kushinagar, now part of Uttar Pradesh in northern India, around 483 BCE.